Cameron, Dan Crane calling from HQ to brief you on your facilitation assignment in Egypt. You're headed to our mining site near Alexandria, which coincidentally is at the same location as an old military base from World War II. It was built by the British and taken over for a brief time by the Germans. Last week, a strange and apparently ancient box was discovered at the site and has some sort of curse or something written on the front in hieroglyphics. Scared the shit out of the workers, and now they may walk off the job since, well, they think the box is evidence of burial grounds nearby, and they think we're violating them. And there's also a potential conflict with the Egyptian Antiquities Department over this. Your contacts at the site will tell you more. So you got trouble with the workers, and you got trouble with the Egyptians, and either could escalate to a complete shutdown, and you know we got a lot to lose if mining all that phosphate and manganese stops. Then it's your job to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's see, your contact upon arrival is Stuart Davenport. He's running the operation. Oh, and I'll make sure you talk with Jerry Siegel, the head geologist. I almost forgot. Your old pal Lori is working for us out there. You're not gonna let her break your heart twice, are you, Mike? Adios.
Just what I need. Lori. What's next? Floods? Pestilence? Locust? Yes, a little bit of civilization to take with me into the great unknown.
Welcome, Mr. Cameron. I'm Chris Crowley, in charge of our Egyptian workforce. Davenport asked me to greet you. He wants to see you as soon as possible.
Hey, Chris, hang on a minute. What's your take on the box that was found?
Well, yeah, I've been in Egypt since I was a kid, Mr. Cameron. And if there's one thing certain here, no one gets something for nothing. Now, that's something you don't see a lot of around here. Much too hot and dry to keep a good cigar good for long. Thanks. Now, what were you asking? Oh, yeah. The box. The workers are scared. But do they have reason to be? Afraid not. From what little I know about ancient Egypt, I'm sure the box is a fake. You know, the locals have gotten quite good at replicating the treasures of their ancestors. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got lots to do. Mr. Davenport's office is over there, the first building just past the Quonset huts.
Hello. Well, you must be Michael Cameron from New York. Well, splendid. Come on in. Oh, my God, you look a bit beat up already, and you just got here. Well, I guess you boys in Manhattan don't get out to these wild parts much, huh?
No, not pestilence or floods. They must be saving those for later. No, now I gotta deal with this pompous ass.
Now look, I know headquarters sent you out here to try and sort things out. And, I know you want to help, but the fact of the matter is, I don't know what you think you're going to be able to do that we can't do. I mean, I don't want to sound territorial, but don't you think you're a bit out of your depth?
Why don't you just tell me what's happened, then I'll look around a bit and then...
Look, I've been ordered to brief you, so I'll brief you. Then you can do whatever the hell you like to do, as long as you stay out of my way. So, at the beginning, I suppose you've heard about the box. Really got the workers into a lather, but they've been taken care of. We just upped their salaries a bit, and they're back to work. Case closed. Admittedly, there's still a problem with the Egyptians. You see, their Department of Antiquities can shut us down completely if they feel we're intruding on a tomb or a major deposit of artifacts. Not that they've always acted so harshly in the past, but a lot depends on the Egyptologist who's here at our site. You know, the one that we're required by Egyptian law to have during the operation. A lot will be determined by what she reports to them. Till now, she hasn't said much. Says she needs more time to determine if the box is evidence of a larger find. Well, personally, I think it's a fake. That woman's driving me crazy with the threat of what she might do. And she knows she's driving me crazy. I think she's enjoying herself.
Lori certainly has a way of bringing out the best in a man.
My God, you know that woman? Christ, she'll get this place shut down if she has her way. Well, that's it, Mr. Manhattan. Why don't you go play in the sand now? If you want to look at the box, it's in the warehouse down at the end of the road. In fact, your friend Laurie's probably over there now. So you two can renew whatever acquaintances you had. Let's see. Here's a key to the trailer that's been set aside for you, plus one for the warehouse. Now, if you'll be so kind as to leave. I'm losing my patience. Could you please leave me alone? Please? Haven't I been nice? I mean, didn't I do what was required of me? Must you push me to the limit? Now get the hell out of here!
My God! Michael, what on earth are you doing here? In Egypt, of all places. You've always avoided field assignments.
Gives me an opportunity to see what you find so attractive about field work. So attractive that you choose it over staying in New York with me.
Please, Michael, that was 3 years ago. It's good to see you. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I guess it's good to see you too.
I guess the higher-ups at National are afraid I'm going to blow the whistle. If they'd send a facilitator chasing after me. And you know, I just might. Oh, it's incredible. This could be one of the greatest archaeological finds of the century. And the inscription, "Where life has fled, let it live again. For it is the will of the gods that the soul be returned." What a mystery. The strange thing is that there were only a few trinkets inside. With such an inscription, you'd expect to find something truly incredible. Anyway, I hope we're going to be able to spend some time together while you're here. I've really got to keep working, though. We'll talk later, okay? It's really nice to see you, Michael.
She seems rather mystified for an Egyptologist, don't you think? Tragedy for us to be so dependent upon one who's so confused. Oh well, nothing to do but wait until Her Royal Highness makes up her bloody mind.
Oh. Hello, you must be Michael Cameron. Yeah, I heard you were coming. Solved our problems yet?
Just getting started, Dr. Siegel. For now, I wouldn't mind hearing your take on things. The box, for example. What do you make of it?
Nothing, really. Yeah, I'm a geologist, not an Egyptologist. And I've got my hands full with these new sonar readings of the mining area. You know, there's some really strange-looking gas pockets in this one area. Yeah, at least I think they're gas pockets. But they're not like anything I've ever seen before. Now, we would have found these pockets days ago, but a circuit from the sonar machine all of a sudden disappeared. Very strange. We finally rigged a replacement for it this morning.
Was the box found in that area?
The box? Oh, no. It was found in another area. If you'll excuse me, I'm buried in work.
I guess Siegel told you about his disappearing circuit. Man's got himself all tied up in knots over that one. He thinks it's some kind of conspiracy. I think it just fell out. Well, I'll get out of your hair now. I wouldn't want to impede your investigation or whatever it is you call what you're doing.